Manchester United back away from home, this time at Craven Cottage to take on Fulham in another must-win game for Manchester United if we are to continue any type of title charge, mount a title challenge at all this season. We've got to be winning these types of games. There's just no if, buts or maybes. Yes, we've seen teams slip up, the likes of Tottenham and Liverpool have slipped up against Fulham in recent times, and Chelsea have struggled to beat a 10-man Fulham last time out. But Manchester United have got to go into this game and win the game. Failing to win this game could leave Manchester United potentially third, fourth in a couple of weeks' time if we slip up any more, because it is so tight at the top of the table at the moment. One or two bad results and you can see yourself plummet down the table. There's not much gap between first and about 8th or 9th in the table. There's hardly any points. There's like 6-7 points at most between that, and that is absolutely crazy. The most open season I can ever remember in the Premier League. But I still don't think the Manchester United have got that, cut that edge to go out there and to see this title off, to win the title. But it's nice to still be in the hunt at this moment in time. We haven't been like this for a long time, so it's still an achievement in itself, because we've been so horseshit in previous seasons. But got to go into this game. Maybe there's going to be some rotation in this game. I'm not too sure on who's available, who's not available, what the manager's thinking here with the Liverpool game coming up at the weekend. Does he choose to rotate and rest players in this one, or rotate and rest players in the Liverpool game, or wait till the Sheffield United game and rest and rotate players in that? It is a conundrum for Solskjaer. That's why he gets paid the big bucks to do this job, to make these big decisions, and I'm sure there will be rotations for this game. From what I was seeing, the stat today that no Manchester United team has been the same 2 games running this season, so he hasn't kept the same consecutive lineup for 2 matches running this season, which is crazy to think, because last season, in the second part of the season, there was a lot of games where he did keep the same starting lineup and we went on that big run and got Champions League football. But this season it hasn't really worked like that when we've been in form. He's chopped and changed. Yes, we've got a bigger squad this season, maybe that is partly why, due to a lot of rotation from better kick players, the likes of Cavani now coming into the fold and whatnot, so it's made it maybe, and injuries also have played a little bit of a part, but there hasn't been too many injuries this season, so I thought that was a strange stat to see. I thought we'd probably played the same lineup for 2 consecutive games, but we haven't. Now, I would again expect changes, as I said, from the starting lineup that we put out against Liverpool. With that game against Liverpool again coming up, and then a game against Sheffield United, we've got 3 games a week for God knows how long, so going right into March we have, so we've got to look to keep rotating the side. And obviously David Hare I expect to be back in goal for this one. I expect Henderson will start the FA Cup game at the weekend. I would expect a similar back four to what he put out against in the previous game, but he might choose to go with Telles at left back. The reason why, Luke Shaw's on a yellow card, and there's 3 players on a yellow card. Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire. He's not going to drop Harry Maguire, we know that. Harry Maguire plays every single fucking game, a minute pretty much for Solskjaer. He's not going to drop him, but Luke Shaw's on a yellow card. If he gets a booking, he's going to miss a game, so maybe he will rotate there. I'm not too sure, but if Luke Shaw did get a booking, he could just bring Telles in anyway, so he might choose to do that. But Bruno Fernandes is also another one, so he could maybe switch up the defence. Bay could come back in at centre half, but I'm not expecting a wholesale of changes there, so we could see 1 or 2. That obviously midfield, probably going to keep Fred McTominay. I'm not too sure. Would he go for Matic in there? Could drop McTominay, I think, maybe, and bring Matic in. Fred wasn't very good in that game against Liverpool. Could bring him out and bring Matic in, something like that. We could see that. And obviously with the Bruno Fernandes and the yellow card, as well as Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, this is another opportunity. Could he choose to rest and rotate Bruno Fernandes as well in the Manchester United lineup and play it and give him a full 90 minutes against Liverpool instead? Obviously, the more likely would be that if Manchester United are to rest Bruno Fernandes for this game, there's probably more chance of Manchester United getting away with it than against Liverpool. Certainly if Liverpool put out a full strength lineup. Although Bruno Fernandes was poor against Liverpool this time out, we need our best players on the pitch if we are going to beat Liverpool. And although people would probably sooner concentrate on the league, beating the Scousers in the FA Cup would still be a massive boost for Manchester United. So I could potentially see Bruno Fernandes coming out of the team. Paul Pogba maybe could play in that more advanced position, could potentially play in that position if given another start in the Manchester United team. Even Donny van de Beek could play in that number 10 attacking role. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. And then the forward line, I would expect it to change a bit. I would expect Cavani to come back in and start up front. I still reckon Rashford will start. I don't reckon he's going to rest Rashford. I reckon he'll bring out Martial, put Greenwood out on the right, Rashford out on the left, and Cavani up front. That's what I think he'd probably go for. I mean, if Donny van de Beek can't get a game in this game, when is he gonna get a game in the Manchester United team? But if you take out Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes from this starting lineup, that seriously weakens the Manchester United team, because although Bruno Fernandes hasn't been good in the last couple of games, he's been absolutely class this season, and Paul Pogba's been class lately, so that would seriously weaken the team. And if you take out Rashford, I mean, he hasn't been great lately, but his goals and assists have been better than anyone else, and we haven't really got the players in that front lineup to rest and rotate massively. And we saw against Watford a real laboured performance from Manchester United, real average performance when we did rest and rotate a lot of players. I'm still not convinced that the quality it's better than it was. Definitely the quality on the bench is nowhere near still as good as some of the starting lineup, and we will get there, I think, for Manchester United. But it's difficult. Every team has it. You take out Liverpool's front three, and they would be toothless on the bench. They've got toothless options in replacement. Man City, the only ones in recent years that can change a whole starting lineup and put out an absolute star-studded £300 million, £400 million squad, and that just isn't normal. So the quality is always going to drop, but Manchester United don't really at this moment in time have another player that can be brought in for the likes of Rashford or Martial when they've been so poor, because Greenwood has been poor as well, and Cavani's been in and out as well. So it's still, I mean, we've obviously got the new kid from Atalanta, Diallo, coming to Manchester United. Will he get his chance in this game? I'm not too sure. We will have to wait and see. He hasn't featured tonight for the under-23s, so could we see him make his debut for Manchester United off the substitutes bench in this game? We will have to wait and see. It does to me as though, from what I've been hearing, seem like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has him in Manchester United's first team plans for this season, in higher regards than that of Palestri. So we will have to wait and see on that. Potentially a debut, so let's wait and see what happens. Hopefully Manchester United can get the 3 points in this game. I'm going for Manchester United winning this game 1-0. I think it's going to be ugly. I don't think it's going to be great, but I'm hopeful that Manchester United can scrape another victory in this one. We haven't been swatting teams aside at all lately, so it would be nice to see Manchester United put aside away comfortably, but I'm not too sure we can do that. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you see this game going for Manchester United? Fulham have been in some decent form recently, been a bit hard to beat. Scott Parker's gotten difficult to beat, so it's going to be a difficult game for Manchester United. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on Facebook, please do hit the share button, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.